Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. What I'm going to show you is how to put shellac down on wood after we've done the Danish one, how to use a French polishing rudder to get your work done. And I've done a little work here and I want to show you this. When you look at this board, you go, oh, that looks nice. But this, we have different boards in the base. You have a bunch of boards glued together like that, and then they make the base. So this top piece is taking it well, but this second piece isn't taking it well. So you'll see shiny, dull, semi-shiny, shiny. And this is what you have to look for when you're doing this. What you need is linen. And this is my old rudder. I use this all the time. And I keep it in a jar with denatured alcohol. And you're going to need denatured alcohol. And then I put in the color shellac you want to use. I went to Dollar General and got this little mustard squirter thing. You know, works really well. And I have poured just a little bit of denatured alcohol in here to dilute it.
To dilute what? The
dilute
shellac?
the shellac.
Okay.
And what the denatured alcohol is, and I always use this one because this has shellac in it. If we put a little denatured alcohol on the rudder right there, and watch. See how that smooths that out? So if you get a little boo-boo, like I have a little boo-boo right there, we just put a little denatured alcohol. This is a cool thing about shellac. We get some denatured alcohol, and we just rub that out.
So the same as when you're amalgamating.
Same as when you're amalgamating.
Okay, well now show us how to French polish it.
Okay, just a minute. Look at the edge. And nice thing is you're doing this for the first time on like an Edison cylinder player, you can use the base here to practice your French polishing. After everything dries, I go over it with 4/0 steel wool, then I buff it out. So say we're going to do this piece right here. They'll tell you in videos and books to load this, but I don't load it. I just put it right directly on. And I put just about that much. And then you take the rudder and you hold it. And you can watch it. And then you come in here and then you use this to get into the crack. And then you overlay here to the corner. And now you can see my reflection of my hand.
How many coats will you give this?
20 or 30, and you just do that. And this stuff dries very quickly. So say we're doing the lid, and this lid has about 5 coats already. You can see how it's bringing out this wood. It's giving it this soft patina look, but this thing's been totally stripped down. And I brought it back to look like this. So say we're gonna do this. So I'll just take a little bit of shellac. I run a bead down like that. And I'm going to go against the grain to fill it. Once it starts to get tacky on your towel, on your rudder, you're done. You reload. That's what it does. This is, you can see here, this isn't shiny yet. This has 5 coats. This is 6 coat. The more coats, the shinier it gets. So you're going to come up, and the thing about these is we have this groove right here, this piece of wood here, and then we have these indentations here. And this is a nice thing of not using a brush. Because we can get in here. So I'll put a little on this right there, and we'll get that edge. But once it starts to get tacky, you know, the rudder starts hanging up, you need more shellac. And that's the trick.
More shellac?
Oh, on the rudder, on this.
Okay.
If you feel it kind of
sticking,
or they call it tacking. And we're trying to get those ingrains. You hear this? that's where it's getting sticky. So we'll just put a little more on. There we go. You're going to stay where you are all the time. You have to pay attention where your strokes are. The more coats you do, the quicker it goes on. So now we're getting to where, oh, that looks perfect. And we can see my fingers in the reflection. And if you get a little boo-boo here with a shellac, you can come back with denatured alcohol and just smooth it out because it melts it. And this is a lot of fun, you know. Get a couple of beers, a little rock and roll. No, we don't do that. It takes a long time and it's a lot of work. And that's my tip for the day.